What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Anakira Wrestling, especially fresh off after NXT NA Showdown. Glad to see the Hardys and Dudleys again. We got a jam-packed show today, including a news of WWE's WrestleMania having a permanent move, Kross and Scarlett on WWE return, and a legend blasting TKO over rotten royalties. Let's get right into it. WrestleMania permanent Saudi move after 2027. WWE has confirmed that WrestleMania 43 is heading to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in 2027. This historic announcement has quickly led to intense speculation about the event's future. Wrestling insider Dave Sherrod recently commented on rumors suggesting that WrestleMania could become an annual fixture in Saudi Arabia from 2027 onward. While he noted the possibility, he made it clear that there is no official plan yet. If WrestleMania does move overseas permanently, it could force WWE to hold a Hall of Fame ceremony separately, potentially linking the induction to another Premium Live event weekend instead of WrestleMania. That doesn't sound like a great news for most wrestling fans. Let's just hope WrestleMania could find a place where the crowd is going to be much more alive and diverse, such as Leon Paris. Kross and Scarlett on WWE return past AEW talks. Kross and Scarlett recently opened up about their future on the Inside with Chris Van Vliet podcast. Scarlett confirmed past talks about joining AEW around 2022, but the storyline couldn't be agreed upon. Kross stated they decided to take their time rather than rush into a new contract out of financial fear. He stressed that his decisions are based on creative principle over money, meaning he will only sign a deal with a compelling creative vision. Despite their recent departure, both still expressed hope for a WWE reunion under the right circumstances. However, Kross admitted he's still confused by the bizarre contract negotiations that ultimately led to their exit. If you check out the podcast, you can see that both Kross and Scarlett were left with no choice and absolutely no control of their fate during their time in the company, and they're not sure who really is the people that is stirring the pot. Xavier resigns with WWE at the last minute. In some major contract news, one of WWE's top stars is staying put. Reports confirm that Xavier had signed a new multi-year contract extension with WWE. The deal was finalized just last month in September, meaning negotiations went down to the wire as his previous contract was set to expire. Wood's decision to resign ensures the veteran presence of the New Day remains a cornerstone of the company. With the new deal in place, speculation now shifts to the contract status of Kofi Kingston. While all three New Day members signed matching 5-year deals in 2019, various injuries since then may have added different amounts of injury time to their contracts, meaning their deals may no longer expire at the same time. But the big significance of this is knowing what will happen to Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods not resign. Both men have been tied to the New Day for so long, and it seems like that is their only identity right now, and as well as Xavier Woods being a gaming personality for the company. Kevin Nash blasts TKO over rotten royalties. WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash voices frustration with his royalty payments on his Click This podcast, claiming the checks have been rotten and less transparent since the WWE UFC merger created the TKO parent company. His latest payment was roughly half of what he expected. Crucially, the payment breakdown now lacks details, where before it would specify sales like NWO t-shirts, the new check simply lists a single figure under NWO intellectual property. Nash believes this lack of transparency is a way for TKO to cut corners and save millions by reducing payouts to major legends. Despite his anger, Nash stated he wouldn't publicly cause a major issue while his close friend Paul Triple H Levesque is an executive in the company. I mean, it's so obvious that ever since TKO has been around, WWE seems to be a more financial conscious company, and that hasn't go well with all wrestling fans. Eric Bischoff says movie role cost Hogan's mustache shave. On his 83 Weeks podcast, former WCW president Eric Bischoff weighed in on the bizarre segment where Hulk Hogan had his iconic mustache shaved by the Dungeon of Doom in 1995. Bischoff theorized that the only reason Hogan would have ever agreed to the dramatic change was due to an outside non-wrestling commitment. He's convinced the decision was linked to a movie role or a commercial opportunity that required a clean-shaven look. Bischoff speculated that Hogan's agent likely called him just days before Monday Nitro, forcing WCW to scramble and integrate the change into the storyline immediately before his Halloween Havoc match with the Giant. As big of a legend as Hulk Hogan And seeing his iconic mustache, it is definitely weird for wrestling fans at the time to see him with a clean shaven look. And that's it for the wrestling news today. What are your thoughts about TKO moving WrestleMania permanently to Saudi Arabia? Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in another wrestling update video.